Hello everyone, welcome to Carrie's Crochet and Craft. It's been a while. I think it's been a month and a half since I shared my last video. I'm so sorry. I had plans to do all kinds of videos to give you updates about what's going on, and man, life has just gotten really crazy. So last I told you I had a part-time job. And I'm still working at that job, and that's one reason I don't get videos made, because I typically work from 2 to 6, and so my morning is spent with my boys feeding the animals, and then we have schoolwork, and then eat lunch, and then it's time to go to work, and then I come home and it's time for a quick supper and on to the evenings. So yeah, I haven't had time to really make videos, but I have been crocheting. I've been trying to do a lot, not really for the consignment store where I have my shelves there. I've actually taken a lot of my stuff out of there because I've been doing some markets. And that was one of the things I was going to share with you. In fact, I took some video. I just have never put it together into a video for you guys. That is still coming because I do want to share all of that with you. First of all, so just because this is what I wanted to share earlier and I never did, but yes, I had some markets. I had the Spring Fling, which I did tell you about. And I'll get to all the details on that later. But before the Spring Fling happened, I actually signed up with another market that's an hour away from home. And that's a fun market. I really do enjoy it. And so that is on Wednesdays every other week from the beginning of May until the end of July. So I had my first market there before the Spring Fling happened. And then so that kind of took some of my inventory that I could have had at Spring Fling, but it probably wouldn't have mattered anyway, which we'll get into that in another video. But yeah, so I had that market. It's a really fun market. It's not a farmer's market. It's a community event every other week, and it's really fun. So I'll get more into detail about that later. But I had that market on Wednesday, then the next Friday and Sunday I had the Spring Fling market. And then a week from Sunday, the next Sunday, I had what we call the College Place block party. And I've done that one before and had good success at that. And I had even better success this year. It was actually really pretty awesome. So then after that, I had a week and a half, and I had the Wednesday market again over in Tri-Cities. And so the Wednesday market is now just my main place that I'm selling besides the consignment shop. I don't have any other vendor events besides that Wednesday market. But anyway, there are videos that I've taken. I have reports on what has sold. But this video I wanted to dedicate to something else. Just kind of a catch up on life. But also to announce... Do you remember that wool thread paint Afghan that I made that was gonna be a gift, an engagement gift to my son and his girlfriend? I was able to give it to them. My son and his girlfriend are now engaged. So the weekend of the Spring Fling, an event that happens that same weekend, and these Spring Fling and this event used to be connected, is the Balloon Stampede. Lots of hot air balloons and activities around that. And so that Friday morning that was the beginning of Spring Fling weekend, he and his girlfriend went out to look at the hot air balloons. There weren't very many taking off that morning because it was kind of windy out, but some balloons did like just blow up but stay on the ground. So they were able to go look at that, and then they went to a place where they were able to they go on a on a hike by a river and then up to a lake. And then they sat on a bench, and they both kind of knew it was, you know, what was happening. She knew what was happening. It wasn't a surprise or anything, but they both just kind of sat there for a while, and then he finally got down on a knee and proposed. So they are engaged. And I gave them the Afghan the next day because I didn't have it ready, you know, I wanted to wrap it up really nicely. And I wasn't able to do that until the next day, and so Saturday night I gave it to them. So yes, the beach walk blanket has been given to them, and now, if you remember, those of you who have been watching, there's another blanket that I'm going to make for them for their wedding, and it is another Marian Mitchell blanket. And I have shown you, teased you, oops, my basket's over here, with the basket of yarn that I have for that. And then this is the blanket. I think it's beautiful. Lots of pink. She likes pink. So that is what I will be making. So I need to get on this because it's a lot of granny squares. I don't think it's as many granny squares as the beach walk blanket though. Yeah, not really, because in the beach walk blanket, like in between like the center section and this section, or on the outside of this section, is small granny squares, and this just has rounds going around it. So maybe not quite as many granny squares in this pattern, which is okay by me. I like the look of granny squares. I don't necessarily like weaving in all the ends from the granny squares. Let's just put it that way. So yes, I already have, as I said, all of the yarns for that. But I'm going to go through, oh, a funny thing about this basket is I had it sitting inside the house because I was gonna start working on it, you know. But I had it sitting in there, and I had kind of something on top of it here, but this yarn could be seen. And Emily, my new future daughter-in-law, happened to pass by, and she saw this yarn, and she's like, "Ooh, that's a pretty pink." And I'm like, "You don't know what that's for." I didn't say that to her. I'm just all like, yeah, that's pretty, huh? So anyway, some of the yarns that were used in the beach walk blanket will be used in this one. So I'm just going to go through and pick out those yarns. These are all the leftover yarns from the beach walk. So I'm going to go through, grab the extra ones from here that will work for this blanket, so I can finish those used skeins off first. And I'll add them to this basket. Then I'm going to go through and, you know, we always work on these in blankets in sections. So I'm going to go through and pull out the yarns that will be used for the, it's probably the center squares that we work on first. So I'm going to pull out those colors, and I have this cute little box. This was actually, I think, came with a pair of boots in them that I bought. I've never really worn the boots because they come up almost to my knees. They're like rain boots. They come up almost to my knees, and they're hard to get on and off. So I'm tempted to like trim off about 4 or 5 inches from the top of them so that I will actually wear them. Otherwise, they've just been in my closet. Yeah, here, the UK welly print. So they're really pretty floral boots. I love them. I've never really been able to wear them because they're too tall. It's hard to get on and off. So anyway, I love this box though, and I wanted to keep it for doing things like this, putting a project in to work, because it's such a pretty box. So I'm gonna go ahead then and sort out the colors for this and put them in here. I also have this that my husband 3D printed off. I've shown it to you before, where we can put it like this and, you know, display the, oh wait, I have it backwards. There we go. Where we can display the squares with the, I just need to get little dowels poked in here so I can do like the blocking of sorts. So I have that I can do. Otherwise, I might just, I just kept all of the other squares for the other blanket in a box or a bin or bag or something. So I'll probably just keep them in here. This is, I don't know, it's nice. I don't know that I'll, maybe once I finish a section at a time, I'll like put them on there or something. Put them on there as I finish the section, and then when I'm done, put it, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might not even use that at all. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to put them into here so that I can have this in the house, but the yarns and the squares won't be visible to, you know, prying eyes. The sad thing is, I mean, it's not sad. I actually think it's really cool. But, so they've set a date tentatively for next summer, next June. My son has another year left of college, and it'd be great if they could get married sooner. However, my husband works at the university, and because he works there, he gets what is called subsidy. So his employer will pay for a third, basically a third of the tuition for our kids. And so if our son gets married, though, that subsidy goes away. So that's like it's like $8,500 a quarter, basically, that covers. And so if he got married, that money would go away, and he'd have to cover that himself. And so far he's doing college debt-free, and in fact has a credit at the end of each quarter, because he has the subsidy, and then he has an academic scholarship, and then the Pell Grant. Between those three things, he's not paying a thing, which is awesome. I mean, he had to pay a little bit here and there, but that was more for like having to register when he first started. And then there was a summer class that he took over in Turkey, and he had to pay for like his airline ticket and stuff over there, because the subsidy and the scholarship wouldn't cover, you know, airline fee tickets. So anyway, they won't be getting married until next June, but Emily is going away as a student missionary. So she's actually graduating this year. She's graduating in a couple of weeks. And she actually got through college in only 3 years, because she did a lot of, what are they called? Honor classes and basically college credit classes when she was in high school. And so that cut her college years down to 3, which is really great, because she is having to do some, you know, college loans. So it's great to have only 3 years instead of 4 years of loans. So anyway, she is graduating this year, which means, you know, she has this whole year before Cedric could really get married, before he graduates. But she has chosen to do a student missionary service through the college. They allow you, the year after you graduate, they allow you to still participate in their student missionary program. So she's actually going away as a student missionary, leaving in July sometime, I think, this year. And then she'll be back either at the end of, probably at the end of May of next year, which is just a few weeks before they get married. So she's going to have to do a lot of planning from now until July when she leaves, and then do whatever planning she can while she's there. And then, you know, when she gets back, it's just going to be a rush too. So she's going to have to rely on Cedric to do some of the planning. And I think I will probably hope they're going to be getting married in this area, fortunately for me. It'd be, you know, fine if they got married where her family is, but they decided they wanted to get married here. But we may be able to help them a lot in their planning, and they may even have their wedding here on our property, which is very exciting for me. But that means a lot of work for us to prep the grounds so that it's nice for the wedding. Anyway, I have rambled on a lot. I'm going to go through, sort through these yarns, and you can sort through them with me and just get these all ready to go so I can get started on this, because I only have a year. I can get it done. I know I can. The other blanket took me longer than a year, but I also took a long break between getting things done on that. So I know I know I can get this done in a year. Hopefully I can get it done before then and be on to other things. So anyway, let's get started on this, sorting out the yarns and all that. All right, got the bag open. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had this. I was gonna make this, maybe I can do it for their, for their wedding. I'd made an extra square, a duplicate, and so I had to go through and find out which one I hadn't made. And I made that one, so now I have this extra square, and I was going to make it into a little envelope thing. Maybe I can make like a little sachet out of it. I was gonna do it like to put on their gift box as the, you know, the gift tag or whatever. But maybe I can make a little sachet out of that. I'll have to think about that now. Yeah, add that part of their wedding gift or something. Okay, so let's go through here, just kind of pull them out and see if I need it. I think I need, let's see, this one is Storm. So this is Batik. Nope, Rose Heather. Oh, Storm. Yep, I do need that one. Okay, so I'll put that down there. Style Back Craft Batik. This is Silver. Nope, I don't need that one. Let's see. Stylecraft Special DK in gray. Nope, I don't need that. Peach. I think this is Soft Peace. I lost the label for it. I'm not sure. I'll have to check and see, because I don't know if I have a Soft Peach in what I already have. So I'm gonna add this to the pile anyway. I think this is Soft Peach. It would help if I had my other directions here so I could see if that's called Soft Peach or not. I can look at that later once I find the pattern. Okay, let's see here. I don't think this one is in there. This is Mocha. No, no Mocha. This one is, though. This one is Mushroom. That one is definitely on the list. This one is not. I am pretty sure this color is not in that blanket. This is Mustard. No, no Mustard. Not sure if this green is. This is Khaki Green. Nope, no khaki. And this is Graphite, I do believe. Graphite. No Graphite. This is Cream, and I already know there's lots of cream in the other one because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins of it already down there. So definitely going to use this one up first. Oh, let's see. This one is Parma Violet, and I think I saw it. Yep, right there. Parma Violet. I think that's such a pretty color. I really like that. And I don't think this one is in there. This is Silver. Did I? Nope, I didn't have that one already. Oh, nope, I do need it. Right there. Okay. 30 grams worth. I might be able to get it all out of this one and not have to use a new skein. Okay. This one, I think so. Yep, this is Grape, and that is definitely needed for this one. I have this much left of Heather. And it is one that I need, so I can finish this one off first. And this will actually get, this is enough to actually get like several squares done, just because, you know, it might only be for 1 round per square, and that's definitely enough to have, you know, at least 1 or 2 rounds done for a square. So definitely worth using that. This is Mint, I think. Do I have Mint? Nope, I don't need Mint. This one is Batik Cream, which I do not need. And this one is, I think this one is, oh yeah, sheepish. I don't know how you say that. This is a Verveers, but this brand is not used in this blanket. Okay, this one is Parchment. Oh, we do use it in this one. So, and only 20 grams worth, so maybe this will be enough for this blanket. That's a little ball of cream. No, not cream. Yes, cream. So I'll use this one up first. This is Biscuit, I believe. Yep, Biscuit. Batik Biscuit. The Batik has this really heathered look. This one isn't so obvious. It's like, well, here, graphite. Batik Graphite shows it's the marled or heathered look. Oh, we do use graphite too, so Biscuit and graphite. And I think these are, yeah, these ones, the Batik Graphite or the Batik Stylecraft Batik DK is 20% wool. The rest of these yarns are just acrylic, I do believe. Yeah, 100% acrylic. So these add just a little bit of wool to it. So, a couple more here. This is Grape. My battery's about to die. So anyway, here's Grape, which I'll use that up first before opening the other one. This one I know is not in it, and this is Tomato. So anyway, my battery's about to die. But I've sorted through the yarn, so now I can get started on this blanket. I'm so excited. We will see you next time, and hopefully it won't be so long until the next time. So, bye!